What up, YouTube? I guess it's time to start this project. I'm going to start off doing the handlebars. Got a bunch of parts over here from Thrashin Supply. And my Chinese knockoff grips. They're the knockoffs of the Joker machine billet grips. I think they're cool. I've had good luck with them in the past, so I think they're $20 well spent. Anyways, check out this stuff. There's my grips, some new clamps, some stickers, the end cap for this Thrashin Supply mid bend, and Thrashin Supply 6.5 inch risers. I'm going to be replacing the stock Street Bob little mini apes. Should give this bike a whole new look. Alright, I'm going to get this party started by pulling the seat. Got this Saddleman step up. You know, all the Dyna bros are running them. Just the standard screw to move here. Alright, and the reason I'm pulling the seat off, I'm going to prop the tank up because I also have a Thundermax ECU to install on this thing. Alright, so the battery, that one just pulls right. I really have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just going for it. Alright. So that's unplugged. Just come on. Alright, so that trip mirror is a little rubber boot that just unscrews. For the mares, which hold on the turn siggies. So got those down. Got this wiring pulled out. Yeah, buddy. I think it's probably time for me to disconnect the battery so I don't have any mishaps. Alright, I got the bar stripped down. About ready to pull these risers off. And get those ones put on loosely. Look at those beautiful mama jammas right there. Ooh, Thrashin. America, baby. Yeah. Alright, the bars are off. Time to mock up this Thrashin riser and bars. I'm going to start out by putting the cap on this so I don't get it orientated wrong. It'll be just my luck that I'll put this on backwards. Cap off. This is a plug that goes in the bar end to delete the grooves there. This is not throttled by wire, so that's in there forever. That is a Thrashin part available on their website. Then what I learned from Cruci, use one of these guys. Once you've pushed that wire up to the bar, you get this guy in there and grab it. I can't do both in film. Or I mean, I can't do that and film at the same time, so I gotta just grab it. That's how that's done. Guess what? It's day 2 of the one-day Dyna build. Instead of it being one day like one singular day, I think it's going to have to be one day like, oh, one day I'm gonna. Yeah, because this is not going to be a one-day build, guys. I mean, it took, freaking 10 hours to put that damn thing on there. Yeah, probably not 10 hours. Probably more like 4, but, you know. That didn't go smooth. It took me a long time to do the first side, getting the wires through the handlebars. The second side, 15 minutes. I guess it's it's good to know how to do something, right? That's why you paid the skilled mechanics, and you know, it takes them a long time to develop those skills, so make sure you're paying your mechanics and stuff. Good. All right, let's get it on. All right, where I left off last night was here for the brakes, brake controls, the hand controls on both sides. Got the wires through the bars, routed, and hooked up. Since I'm thinking about putting the Thundermax on today, I went ahead and picked up this guy, a battery tender. Because I've heard it can take a while to do some stuff with it, and I guess it's really touchy to being put on a low battery. And, you know, my bike was kind of showing some signs that something weird is going on, so I'm kind of hoping it was just, you know, the battery being low. I doubt it, because I ride it all the time, but we'll see. I'm going to throw this on there. But first I'm going to perform a blinker test and make sure the blinker's hooked up, and then I'm going to put it on the charger. While I hook the battery back up and all that good stuff. And dig out the Thundermax. Put it in the battery. Put it in the battery. Put it in the battery. Alright guys, here's the setup. All said and done. Beautiful Thrashin risers. Mid-bend aggressives. The wiring is all through the bars. The bike is all back together. Alright, and I just took this thing around the block. It's going to take some getting used to. Not having any pullback to the bars themselves. Well, I forget what they call that. But they're fairly straight. They're not perfectly straight. There's about, I think it was 5 degrees between the two. And then being shorter than the stock bars definitely makes it feel more compact and wider. It definitely feels more like a sport bike. Not really a sport bike. That's not really the right term for it, but it definitely feels a lot more sporty than little mini apes. I got this unit on sale from Fuel Moto. These guys, they preload a tune in it for you. Comes with everything. Hopefully I can get that thing installed today too. This is an auxiliary tuning port, so that you don't have to try to reach this thing, which will be buried up in the bike. Comes with all of the wires, the tuning cable, hopefully everything to install it, a good set of instructions. And I did have to go buy an old used laptop. I scored this thing on Facebook Marketplace for $65. That should do the trick. It's actually a pretty good one. If you happen to be in Port Orange, I'll leave the link below to my new buddy's Facebook page, but Curtis hooked me up with this used laptop. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal for what I'm going to be using it for, so it can be a garage laptop. But let's try to get this thing installed, huh? Rubber. First. Yeah, there's one. I guess really the next thing I should probably do is try to pull out the O2 sensor plugs, make sure I can actually even get those out. That one cracked loose just fine. Alright. That's good luck. Yeah. Yeah, pull that battery out for a second. Alright guys, so far I'm about 15 minutes into this project. Not too bad at all, actually. Once you get the battery out, get this tray out, get the tray off on the other side, take the coil out, it's all pretty easy. I mean, I might be 20 minutes into it so far, but I'm about to start disassembling the plug and putting in the extended data port so that I can actually tune this thing without having to go through all of this. I watched somebody else's video. I'll leave the tag in the description below. Kind of give me the confidence to go through this today. Yeah. So, let's keep on trucking, yeah? Yeah, getting into all this stuff actually goes pretty easy, just like the instruction manual does. I'm going to do this all off camera, but just follow the instructions. So far, it's been going pretty smooth. I'll hit you guys back up if there's any real issues, but I got to save juice on the camera, so catch you in a minute. Alright, I got that plug all back together. I got my USB extension tuner port plugged in, and now it's time to put in the O2 sensors. Luckily the old plugs came out okay. Was able to get the front one with this open end wrench. Let's hope we're so lucky on the back one. Alright, that's back on. The wires are mildly tucked. I just got to remount the coil. Actually finished tucking that wire, get the battery battery box back on, get the battery in, and then go through the initial startup. Alright guys, so I got the handlebars and the risers on. I got the Thundermax installed and was able to go for some test drives, ran the auto tune. The bike is running a lot better. I cannot say how much better it is with the Thundermax. It is just night and day. This had a mystery tune on it. They had the O2 sensors deleted out of it and turned my stainless pipes dark blue pretty much right away. So, you know, I just didn't trust it. That's why I went with the T-Max, and now I can actually get in there and adjust that. And then the Thrashin mid-bend aggressive bars, they're pretty straight. It did take a second to get used to that, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty cool. They definitely feel a lot more sporty, and it feels a little bit more like riding a sportier bike than this really is. But if you guys made it this far in the video, thanks for tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up and a like and a follow my channel, all that jazz. Leave comments. If you didn't like it, leave comments to tell me what I did wrong, tell me how stupid I am, all that good stuff, because even that helps. Alright, you guys have a good weekend. Peace. Oh, and don't forget, tune in for the next video. Make sure you do actually follow and subscribe, because in the next couple of weeks we're going to be doing the primary rebuild and the stuff from Fuelin', as well as a couple more little glam pieces from Thrashin'. Alright guys, peace.